going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Oh, welcome if it's your first time here. Well, guys, you'll never guess what I saw at the Dollar General store yesterday evening. I have one about 4 miles from where I live here, and I go out there to buy my little dog, my little Chihuahua, Baloney. She is 15 years old, going on 16, and she is addicted to that nasty bologna. I can't stand the stuff myself. To me, it's just nasty, but she loves that stuff, and at her age, I wanted to keep her happy. She's been a good dog. I've had her all of her life since she was about this big. And so when she gets low and she wants some more, I go buy her some more because I want to keep that little dog happy, because, like I said, she can't have much more time left at her age. And she's already outlived most dogs at 15 years old going on 16. So I went out there to pick her up some bologna and a couple of more things out there at the dollar store. And I went in and I went through and got what I needed and things, and I go around and I get in line, and now they have stopped using the self-checkout counters at the Dollar General store because people are stealing so much stuff and they lost so much money. I was told that they lost I think it was $28,000 at this one Dollar General store right here that's close to my house that I go to. $28,000 in a year they lost through shoplifting because of those self-checkouts. So they've closed those down, and now you only have one cashier to go through. So I was there waiting in line, and there was about 2 more people in front of me, and I had a few things in my hands here. And I was standing there, and a guy came around behind and got in behind, me waiting in line. And I smelt the most god-awful stink I've ever smelt in my life. And it was that guy that came in and got in line behind me. And it was so bad that I came really close putting my stuff down and walking out, because I couldn't hardly stand it, because I was standing there and it smelled so bad that I was actually going because I couldn't hardly stand it. It was making me sick in my stomach, and I was just about to throw up. It took everything in my body to hold that down and not actually throw up because it smelled so bad. Now there's a difference, and if you go out and you work and you might be sweating, you might have some underarm smell or something like that. That's different, because that does happen to everyone. I'm not talking about that. This guy smelled like burnt cheese, and burnt cheese mixed in with diarrhea. I mean, it was awful. The most awful smell I've ever smelled in my life. And he was standing right close, and I would move up a little further, he would move up further closer to me, and took everything I could hold together to not put my stuff down and leave or not throw up on the floor. I made it, but that was the most awful smelling human being I've ever smelled in my life. And like I said, it wasn't because of like underarm smell from working and sweat. It was just stank from laziness, being too lazy to wash yourself. Water is cheap. It rains here all the time. It rained here last night. If you can't afford to have water in a shower, you could get a bucket and put it outside, get some water, and get a bar of soap, and you could actually wash with that. But people, I guarantee you, he has running water, he has a shower, he has a bathtub, he's just too lazy to use it, and doesn't care, if he stinks or not. Unfortunately, there's more people than we want to admit to that are like that, because I've smelled people before, but that was probably one of the worst ones. So the moral of this video is, wash before you go out in public. And like I said, if you're working and you have some underarm smell or something like that, that's different. I try not to do that. I try before I go out in public, if I've been working somewhere, to actually clean up and wash up. But if you can't, if you're working on a job and you stop off, from where you've been working at, like at a sawmill or something, you've been sweating all day and you go in and you have underarm smell, that's different. That's someone working, that's a working person. They go home, they take a shower and get done the next day. I respect that. But this guy, it was just stink from not washing. And not washing for what smelled like weeks. I mean, could he not smell himself? That was pathetic, and it was awful. Don't do that. If you're one of these people that is too lazy to wash your rear end, to take a bath, take a shower, to even take a rag and some soap and wash yourself off before you go out in public, then don't do that. Take the time, take 5 minutes to at least wash, your body and not stink everyone out of the store, because that was the most awful smell I've smelled in my life. And there's no excuse for it. Water's cheap, especially here. It rains all the time, like I said. My water bill here is $22 a month. It's what I usually use here, and that's a standard fee for 2,000 gallons or less to run through. If you go through over 2,000 gallons, I think they charge not much more every 100 gallon. I'm not sure what it actually is, because mine don't run over that. And I use a lot of water here, you know, with my garden and things like that when it's not raining. But like I said, it rains pretty much every week here. Soap, you can get dish soap, I mean a whole bottle, and use that if you don't have anything else. Bar soap, it's cheap. It's just laziness. It's sad that someone could be so lazy that they couldn't wash. And it was horrible. How could he not smell himself? I mean, really. And I want to know in the comments below, have you had a similar experience in the dollar store or Walmart or wherever, smelling someone that stunk so bad that you were actually dry heaving and couldn't hardly stand there without throwing up because it smelled so bad. It smelled like I said, burnt, rotted cheese and manure. That's what it smelled like. It was horrible. That's what it was. Anyway, comments below. Have you experienced this before? How did you handle the situation? Let me know in the comments below. If you liked the video, give it a big thumbs up. Thanks for watching from the Creekmore Mountain. I'll see you all in the next video, hopefully.